the Geico Bassmaster Classic, presented by GoPro. Are you guys ready? Championship Sunday. Wow. Who watched Bassmaster Live today? We are gonna have a very, very interesting event here. Somebody gonna win $300,000. But I decided it shouldn't just be the pros that win. Who here would like to win $100,000 today? Now, all around, I need to hear all. Who here wants to win $100,000 from the Berkley Cast for Cash? All right. I'm going to ask a particular section. When I call your section, everybody look around, make sure you know what section you're in. You guys have no chance, okay? Just so you know. You got the best seats in the house, okay? You're going to get fish scales all over you and stuff. It's a gift that keeps on giving. If you are in section 104, everybody stand up in 104. Is everybody standing? Get some lights on. Okay. Shh. Calm down. I don't want you to get all cheered out before our anglers get here. I'm gonna, if you are in row H, sit down. If everybody else stay standing, if you are in row J, everybody else sit down and row J stay standing. If you are in, okay, we've got the entire row standing, and I bet you if there was any empty seats, they're full right now. If you are in seat number 2, let me hear you. Sit down. Pretty sure one of these years I'm going to get my butt kicked at the monkey bars one of the days after school. Seats 6 through 9. Sit down. Seat 1. Sit down. How many we got now? We got the guy in the Triton shirt on the left. And then who else is left in that row? Everybody else. Okay. If you are in seat 3, everybody else sit down. There he is, your winner, going to be casting with two-time Bassmaster Classic champion Hank Parker for $100,000. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen, getting private lessons. One more time, let's hear it for our winner from Berkley Cast for Cash. Maybe winning $100,000. Wish him some luck, he's going to get an opportunity to learn how to cast from Hank Parker, two-time Geico Bassmaster Classic champion. But we have so many great seats here in this event, and this place is packed. Let me hear the top row. Let me hear just the top row. Let me hear you guys. Let me hear the whole building. Sweet, sweet music, a house full of fishing freaks, but some of the best seats in the house. Of course, we have our friends right front row here in the Geico Live Well. Let me hear it from you guys. It is great to have you here, Best Seats in the House. I want to thank, of course, Geico, our presenting sponsor here this week, for being part of this. You guys are our cheerleaders. You got to keep that noise going the whole way through this area. Now, of course, we also have our folks right here in our GoPro Splash Well. Our GoPro Splash Well is, like I said, the gift that keeps on giving. You're going to get slime on you. You're going to get fish guts all over you. But it is going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to get the front row seat. In just a few minutes, you see that X on the center of that stage? That is where our 2016 Classic Champion will stand, and it is going to be incredible. But before we go any further, I got to bring up one of our long-time partners, and it is incredible. When you see, you know, the evolution of this partnership and how successful it's been for Bass and for this company, Toyota, how incredible it is they support this sport, the sport you love. Let's give them a round of applause. I know they're in the house. We want to thank all of our sponsors for making this event possible. And of course, I want to thank this great community, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let me hear you. Wow. Now I want to bring out a very special guest here, ladies and gentlemen. And this guy, probably somebody you weren't expecting to see, which is not something that normally happens on a Sunday. But get loud, ladies and gentlemen. 7-time Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 4-time Classic Champion from Kalamazoo, Michigan, KVD, Kevin Van Dam. This is 25th Classic this week. Kevin, I know this isn't how you wanted to enter the stage here come Sunday. This isn't what you envisioned, but, you know, this never gets old. Looking at a crowd like this, spectacular. What have you been up to today?
Well, I can tell you, this is what you live for, is Sunday at the Bassmasters Classic. It's just an electric feeling. This is my 25th Classic, and it just never gets old. You know, today was a really busy day. I didn't have a good week fishing, but we had a great day at the show, met a lot of fans, and I appreciate everybody's support. I had, you know, a lot of well wishes this week and that, but we had a great fan activation, the KVD Fan to Fame Challenge. A lot of you registered for that. I appreciate all the support, and we picked our winner. So James Burns, where's James at? I know he's somewhere around here, right in the front. He's got his whole family. He's got 2 boys. He won a great tackle package. He's got a lot of gear and stuff. And he's going to kind of get to shadow me and actually see the champion get crowned. So it's a really cool activation that Bassmaster allowed us to do. So thanks to Bass and all their staff to make it real special. You're going to be in for a treat. But you know, it's been a fun day. It's not the way that I expected my Classic to go, but in the end, man, I'm a fan first, and getting to be here and see it go down. There's nothing like being here on Championship Sunday.
It is incredible. But before you leave here, Kevin, I got to ask you a very important question. I've always wondered this. What's outside of competition? Obviously, probably your best memories are winning classics, that sort of thing. What's the best fishing trip you've ever taken in your life?
Well, you know, I've been to the greatest lakes in the country. You know, I mean, you can say Okeechobee, Toledo Bend, California Delta, Lake St. Clair. There's a lot of great places to fish, but no place compares to El Salto in Mexico. I did a trip there and caught the biggest 5 bass stringer of my life down there at Anglers Inn down there. It's unbelievable the number and size of fish there. So that's the fantasy trip for me.
It is an incredible trip, and who would like to catch a 10-pound bass? Well, let's have a look at this video from our friends at Humminbird.
They're big when you gotta kill them. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
One lucky winner is going to be going. Who here wants to win? Here's how. I'm going to ask everybody in this house, stand up. Is everyone standing? We're all going to Mexico. What do you think this is, the Oprah Winfrey Show? All right, I need you all to know that the winner has already been chosen. I need you to look under your seat. If you see the Humminbird logo, you're going to Mexico, courtesy of our friends at Humminbird. If it's not there, sit down. You need to scream loud if you're our winner. There you go. There's our winner going to Mexico, courtesy of Humminbird, makers of the great Onyx and Matrix graphs. He'll be going to Mexico, the place of Kevin Van Dam's favorite fishing trip. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not win, the good news is all you got to do is go to Humminbird's Facebook group. They will be sending someone else on this incredible trip. So one more time, let's hear it for Humminbird, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've had a lot of fun. We've given away some stuff. We've high-fived. We've cheered. Who's ready to see some fish? Before we bring the fish, we need to bring the man who weighs them. Our tournament director, give me a little love for Trip Weldon. Trip, wow, Championship Sunday and surprise, surprise, back here in Tulsa and packed to the rafters. You've been to a few of these things, but this one's pretty special.
Never gets old, Dave. Number 26 for me. My first one was KVD's first one, so it's fantastic. You know, a lot of people to thank. I want to thank Mike Meyer from our Bass Nation with all of our volunteers. All of our people at Grove, we thank them this morning, Grand River Dam Authority, and the people right here in Tulsa, Bray Hoyt, Matt Stockman with Tulsa Sports Commission and Visit Tulsa. Give all of those people a great hand because we would not be here without you.
Of course, we had the Hard Rock Dock at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. I want to thank them for their great support. This has been an incredible event, and it's going to be right down to the wire by the looks of things. You know, a lot of people, I walked over to the BOK Center, and if you watch Bassmaster Live, a lot of people think this deal is done. But one thing I do know is day after day, we've watched that hour between 2 and 3, that final hour, a lot happens in this tournament.
Well, I think everyone has probably been watching Bassmaster Live and Bass Track, and they kind of seen what has unfolded during the day. But remember, Jason Christie, the last hour of the last 2 days, had a rally. This is going to be very close. I think Oklahoma fans are going to be in for something really special. And yeah, at 26 Classic, Dave, I always get excited. It never gets old, and it's great to be here. I love doing it. You've done an awesome job, and, man, I'm ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready to rock and roll myself. This, of course, televised on ESPN2. Who here wants to be on ESPN2? There's 2 ways to be on TV: be incredibly good looking like Trip and myself, or be crazy. Now, I want some of you to go absolutely crazy. I want all of you to go crazy. I'm going to ask for 30 seconds of absolute insanity. You see cameras all around here. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. But I think you forget that you are at the Geico Bassmaster Classic. Me and Trip, we always say we're the world's most unlikely cheerleaders. And these are our pom-poms. When you see this spin, I need craziness. 1, 2, 3. We got some Edwin Evers fans over here. Our Edwin Evers fan with the big head right there. I need you. You're going to start something. Everybody, at baseball games, they do the wave. It only makes sense at a fishing event. We do it too. Start on this side. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just because you're up top, it doesn't mean I can't see you. We need the whole building to do it, okay? Catch up on the top section. Let's keep it going. One more time. 30 seconds of absolute insanity. 1, 2, 3. Let me ask you one more time. Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 46th Geico Bassmaster Classic. Are you ready? No. I said, are you ready? Let's get ready to weigh on. Who do we got first, Don Day?
Well, we got our first angler in from Newnan, Georgia. Make some noise for Mr. Micah Frazier.
Micah Frazier, a Bassmaster Elite Series rookie, in his rookie season, made not one but 2 top 12s, proving he is around to stay in this sport. Came in today with 26 pounds and 12 ounces, looking for 10-14 to take the lead. From Park Hill, Oklahoma pro Jason Christie. I heard someone say no. 10 pounds and 3 ounces, just 11 ounces short of the lead, but Micah Frazier in his first Geico Bassmaster Classic moves into second place currently. Sold 36.15 and sitting in second place in the Geico Bassmaster Classic. Made it in your first season in the Elites. I got to believe this is all a win-win for you. Off to a great start again this year.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's been my dream ever since I was little. So, you know, I just got to thank my sponsors and my family, my wife, everybody. You know, this is awesome, but it'd be worthless without them. You know, it's just, this is an incredible week, and it just makes me want to come back all the more. You know, I'm going to work extra hard this season and try to get back.
We're looking forward to hanging with you all season long in the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Next angler ready to roll in the top 25. We got a guy from Gonzales, Louisiana. How about it for Greg Hackney?
He is the 2014 Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, a former Forrest Wood Cup champion, Elite Series champion. He has won it all in this sport, every title but one. And that one here, this week, he's taking a run at Greg Hackney, winning today with 25 pounds and 15 ounces. He's got a 5-fish limit. And that leaderboard may be getting ready to change here. 25 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day. Currently sitting in 12th place. Needs 11-11 to take the lead. You think he's got it, Tulsa? Looking for 11 pounds, 11 ounces, 5 fish, all alive. $14 pounds and 10 ounces. Hackney moves into the lead with 40 pounds and 9 ounces. Early on in our final day weigh-in, Championship Sunday here at the Geico Bassmaster Classic, presented by GoPro. Hack, I talked to you on the dock the other morning and I asked you kind of what was your secret here, and you told me you rubbed up against Jason Christie and it was the Christie juice that helps you catch him. Did that pattern continue?
That was my worst day, so I quit doing that. But, you know, it was a pretty challenging practice for me. You know, fishing's been pretty tough, as you can tell. You know, it's always good to be at the Classic, but I was kind of disappointed going into it because I was like, golly, I'm going to need to find them during the tournament. It never happened. I just kind of, ground around all week, and I actually caught lots of fish today. Today's the best day I've had. Probably caught 11 or 12 keepers, but it's been fun. It's been very interesting.
Was there key baits that you'd cooed on, or were you using a bunch of different baits?
You know, it's a funny thing is you'd like to go into the Classic throwing something really big, but really my main bait this week has been a KVD 1.0, which is a small crankbait, and that's been the deal. And even in the dirty water, another thing that was funny, I experimented colors, chartreuse, what have you. They would bite some of all colors, but you would think, you know, fish can't see good in dirty water, but shad was by far the best. You know, they would get it to best. So a lot of times you can't, you know, you think chartreuse when the water's dirty, but shad was really the best. But always enjoy coming to Oklahoma. I mean, the fishing's great here. I mean, there's no doubt Grand's one of the best lakes in the United States. It's just been a rough week. But you know what? What always makes for an exciting Bassmaster Classic. It always seems like around the Classic, either the weather's bad or tremendously bad. Or, you know, we had different water conditions. We had cold water this time. But, you know, honestly, that breeds champions. And whoever wins this will be a true champion.
Well, unfortunately, not going to take the title here this week. Unless Jason Christie and the 2 for 6 don't catch him. You're leading right now.
Stop the weigh-in right now would be good.
Think we can stop it?
No.
Why don't you ask them if they're willing to stop it?
I don't think they want to stop it.
Well, Greg Hackney, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. We know you're going to get this title.
Next guy's a familiar face. You all know him from Auburn, California. Give it up for Mr. Skeet Reese.
Auburn, California pro Skeet Reese. Get on your feet for him, a former Geico Bassmaster Classic champion, Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year. And after 2 days of being trailered in, ladies and gentlemen, the first day he got too close, the second day he was too far. Today it's perfect. Let's hear it for Skeet's boat driver. 23 pounds and 5 ounces coming into this event. Skeet Reese has 4 fish here today. £8, 14 ounces, moves into 4th place with 32 pounds and 3 ounces. So, Skeet, kind of stick-handled your way through this one. It seemed, you know, as the tournament went on, and but you make a championship Sunday. It's always a good thing.
It is a good thing. Just making a Bassmaster Classic in general is a good thing, and to be able to make it on Sunday is even better. Yeah, it's just one of those times. We all have our moments in fishing, and sometimes you get it figured out, sometimes you don't. And this is one of those weeks where I'm going to leave Tulsa going, what just happened? You guys got a great fishery out there. It just didn't show itself for some of us this week, but I know we're going to have a shootout today. I think it's going to be fun. But overall, I mean, I'm fishing the Bassmaster Classic, so that in itself, I'm proud of that. This is my 16th one. I've got one. I won another one. I was hoping this would be my week. Didn't happen. But you know, this week I caught pretty much every fish on a Lucky Craft SKT MR. It's a little crawdad colored crankbait. And the bite I got onto was you had to get the nose right, the bow of the boat right against the shoreline and run a little crankbait in between the docks. 2 to 4 foot of water. And to be honest with you, I don't think I would have landed half my fish if I wasn't fishing a fiberglass crankbait rod, because you're only making a little 20, 30-foot cast, and they'd hit it right at the boat. So if you weren't fishing a super soft rod, fiberglass rod, I would have landed them. But, it was fun. I had an opportunity to do a little bit better than I did. Excited I got a new partner this season with General Tires. I want to thank for them for coming on board and coming into the sport. They're going to do a lot of fun stuff. I know Edwin and I are going to be shooting some pretty cool stuff that will be coming out to you guys here later this season. But I want to thank everybody for showing up today. Hope you guys had a great show. Went to the Coliseum, spent a lot of money. Thanks for being here. I'm out here.
All right. Our next big-time pro coming out of Wetumpka, Alabama. Give it up for Greg Vinson.
Fishing his fourth at Geico Bassmaster Classic. Came very close to winning this whole deal back in 2012, was the runner-up that year. Started off right. Day number one was one of our top three. Stubbed his toe a little bit yesterday, but let's see how things worked out here today. Had 23 pounds and 13 ounces when he dropped the hammer on that Mercury and left the dock this morning. Coming back with 2 fish here today. Started today with 23 pounds and 13 ounces. This Geico Bassmaster Classic, Greg Vinson's 100th bass event. 2 fish to add to that. 6 pounds and 6 ounces, giving him 30 pounds and 3 ounces. And Greg Vinson moves into 9th place currently. £30 and 3 ounces, sitting in 9th place, a top 25 finish, no matter what way you look at it here at Bassmaster Classic. I know that's not the result you came into wanting after day number one. It really looked like this might be the one for you. What happened?
I'm still trying to figure out what happened, Dave. You know, I had a really solid practice. Each of the days I tried new water with a similar pattern, and it worked in a lot of different places. And that's when I really felt like I had something special. And then to go out and come in 2nd place on day one, I felt like things were really setting up. But, you know, sometimes the fish change and maybe we don't change with them, and I think that's what happened. I wasn't able to adapt quick enough. One of the things I was up against was I wasn't getting a whole lot of bites to start with. So usually you need about 2 bites to develop a pattern, and you can kind of start comparing similarities between those 2 things. And I just really struggled. I mean, I got 2 yesterday and 2 today, so I just really struggled, you know, trying to get it back together. But this is a tournament where you take those chances. You know, I didn't fish conservative all week. I fished for big fish and tried to get 5 of them each day, and I came up a little bit short, but that's what you do in the Classic. You go for the win.
We're looking forward to having a great season with you in the Bassmaster Elite Series this year. I'm sure you're looking forward to it yourself.
Oh, I can't wait to go to St. John's. It's going to be fun. I'll go home and get a little rest for a few days, but I'm ready to get the season started. I'm pumped.
We will see you in Palatka, Florida.
Let's bring our next angler in. Thanks a lot, Greg. This next guy is the first pro to win the Classic in his home state. He is from Guntersville, Alabama. How about a welcome for Boyd Duckett?
Made almost $1 million his first year on tour. A 4-time Bassmaster winner. Took his last win up on Lake Oneida in the Bassmaster Elite Series. Finished 21st. Last time we were in Grand back in 2013. Well, Boyd Duckett in his 7th Geico Bassmaster Classic. Went in today with 18 pounds and 10 ounces. Dropped the hammer on that Triton Mercury and came back with a 5-fish limit. 5 fish here on Championship Sunday for Boyd Duckett. £14 and 8 ounces, giving him 33 pounds and 2 ounces. Boyd Duckett moves into 4th place currently. £33, 2 ounces, sitting in the top 5 right now in 4th place. So good finish no matter what way you look at it, Boyd.
Yeah, I guarantee you, it's a Bassmaster Classic. I struggled a little the first couple of days, but, Grand Lake's a phenomenal fishery, and I was determined to go have a decent day, and I had a good day today, so I'm really proud of that. I want to thank Triton, Mercury, Rattletrap Vicious, Yamamoto, those guys that take care of fall season, and Jennifer and Eli are here somewhere. Eli's running all over the place, my 3.5-year-old. I don't know where he is, but hi to him where he is, and yeah, well, it might be that way. I heard some noise over there, yep. And, of course, Jennifer's mama and a bunch of the folks came, so I'm really proud to be here. The Bassmaster Classic, it never gets old. I've won here and won a lot of major events and fished in this thing, but you never get tired of the biggest show on earth, and I'm really proud to be here. Grand Lake's one of my favorite places to come. I was a little hard on me this week, but, thank you so much. It's a super fishery, great people, and I hope we come back, and I'll see you next time.
I know coming into the Classic, you want to punch them right in the mouth and win it, but a great finish no matter what way you look at it.
Let's bring our next angler in right now. He's from Hayden, Idaho. How about some noise for Mr. Brandon Polinick?
Fishing his 6th Geico Bassmaster Classic, the Prodigy, a 2-time Elite Series champion and the 2010 Bass Nation National Champion, digging deep in that ridge at Rap Skeeter Yamaha. Finishing 2nd place the last time we were here. Tulsa, get loud! The Prodigy powers through to Sunday. Started the day with 24 pounds and 14 ounces. £24 pounds and 14 ounces as of this morning. 4 fish to add to that. Looking for 15-12 to take the lead. You've weighed in 12-7 2 days in a row. Can you make it 3? 13-1, 37 pounds and 15 ounces. Moves into 2nd place again at the Geico Bassmaster Classic. And the GoPro Splashwell lights up with GoPros. This may just be the most publicized Classic in history. Due to the addition of GoPro, our presenting sponsor, we've got them covered, whether it's been from air, underwater, or indie anglers' boats. Brandon, another great finish here at the Bassmaster Classic. And I know going into this, it's all about that one spot. But no matter what way you look at it, you weren't hanging in the expo today, and you got another shot at them.
Yeah, you can't ask for any more than just fishing on day 3 at the Classic. I mean, I've had to work the expo before, and I love seeing the fans, but I'll be honest, I'd rather be out there fishing. And this week was just all about changing for me. I changed every day, fished different areas, and the biggest thing for me was I threw a 1/2 ounce Terminator stainless double Colorado spinnerbait. That was my big key this week. Today, I ended up getting out of that wind, going as far back in the warmest water I could find, and I caught that 5-pounder in about 9 inches of water today. And it was one of the coolest bites I had all week. So super excited to be up here. I could only catch 4 fish every day. I was catching them in the afternoon. Those big females, they would start moving up late, and I just didn't have enough time. I felt like if we would have been weighing in and checking in at 5, things would have been a lot different. But that's just how it was this week. Had a really awesome time. My family, my friends, some of my best friends got to come this year. Had an absolute blast. They got to watch me on the water for most of it. So very thankful for that. They've been here. Tulsa, by far one of my favorite places to come for the Classic. So Tulsa, keep bringing us back. You guys are awesome. If you guys want to build your trucks like that, make sure you guys check out crossindustries.com. We got sponsorship programs for all the anglers, military, hunting, whatever you guys name it. So if you guys like jacked up trucks like that, make sure you guys check out Cross Industries.
Checking it out for sure.
Let's bring our next angler in. He's ready to roll. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. Y'all give it up for Ott Defoe.
A former Toyota Trucks All-Star champion, Elite Series Rookie of the Year, and Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion. Ott Defoe led the dock this morning in that Nitro Mercury with his eyes on the prize. Never finished out of the top 11 in the Geico Bassmaster Classic. This is his 5th Bassmaster Classic. One of the brightest young stars in our sport. 19.8 moving into today. 2 fish to add to that here today. 6 pounds and 10 ounces, giving him 26 pounds and 2 ounces. And Ott moves into 17th place currently. Ott, unfortunately, we kind of talked all week about how you never finished out of the top 11 in the Classic. Unfortunately, this is going to be your first one, but hey, never missed a cut in the Classic. That's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely, Mercer. You know, it was one of those days. I knew I had to catch a big bag to really do much of anything, so I kind of scrapped what I'd been doing and really just went fishing. But you know, those are the 2 fish I caught. I had another couple fish on, but that's part of it. But man, what an awesome week, you know, fishing in my 5th Bassmaster Classic. I hope to make it 15 or 25 or 35 of these things, but this is pretty awesome. Getting to stand up here this final day on the stage, and what's going to take place the rest of the weigh-in is going to be really cool. But, man, I got to say, something I was kind of going back and forth. I didn't know if I want to mention it on stage or not, but this morning, I don't know if any of y'all saw on the blog, but you know, a good friend of mine, Bill Terry, he passed away earlier this year, and just very suddenly, but his family was here this morning, and they came out there on the boat and on the dock with me, and we actually went out and, you know, had a prayer with them, and just really had a very special moment this morning. It was it's something that I'll never forget. You know, he was a great guy and a great friend, and really just a special time this morning. But the great thing about that, even losing somebody that special, was that he knew Jesus as his Savior, and I'll get to see him again in heaven. So,
true champion both on and off the water. Before we bring our next angler out, Trip, I got to talk to you about something. It's something we get questioned about a lot. You know, obviously, 90 miles away is our host lake from the BOK Center here. What happens with the fish, and how has they been working this week?
Well, let me say this. We set the bar as high as it could be set in 2013. All 100% of those fish were released back in the Grand Lake. This week, thus far, we're at that mark. You can't go any higher. And the kudos, it starts with the anglers, starts en route with all of the great equipment, all these boats, fantastic live wells, bass staff, and finally the Department of Wildlife Conservation in Oklahoma. They do a great job. They'll be out there late at night releasing these fish back in the Grand Lake. So kudos to everybody, man. It's fantastic.
Outstanding. That's the way to do it. Paying it forward. Our next angler coming from the beautiful state of California, from Newport Beach. Here comes Brent Ayler.
I better hear from the GoPro Splash Well now, because he is your GoPro angler. He was Bubble Boy, the last guy in the cut. Left the dock this morning in 25th place, so it's nowhere but up for Brent Ayler. Made $2.2 million in earnings. This is his first Geico Bassmaster Classic. He is our reigning and defending Bassmaster Elite Series Rookie of the Year. Get loud for 8-time Bassmaster winner, reigning and defending Toyota Texas Bass Classic champion. Had 18 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. Currently in 25th place. He's got a 5-fish limit. All right, good day. Stole the TTPC away from Jason Christie. Now look out, trying to go all the way from 25th place. Bonus points for catching it twice. Let's hear it for Trip Weldon. $18 pounds, 15 ounces, with 37 pounds, 3 ounces. Brent Ayler says hello to the top 5. Get loud for a couple of fin freaks of nature. How big a bass are you? To quote my Uncle Roy D, how big a bass are you? Looking for GoPro Big Bass? 4 pounds and 7 ounces. Not going to take over GoPro Big Bass, but wow, final day of the tournament. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that feels good to do it, but it's got to be a little frustrating. You got to be thinking, what happened 2 days ago?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I had some missed opportunities earlier in the week, but I really struggled all through practice and the first couple days of the tournament. So, you know, the weather got them biting. I knew that we were right on the verge of the fish biting, and you know, I don't know if it was that or if I had nothing to lose today. And when you have nothing to lose like that, you make the right decisions. And I just went out there and fished and had fun, and it kind of clicked on me today. So I was very fortunate.
You told me that the major reason you came to fish the Bassmaster Elite Series is this particular event. You wanted to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. You're here now. Tell me what you think.
It's amazing, you know, seeing the crowd here and seeing everything, you know, going on this week. And, you know, I'm really disappointed in one thing on the Bassmaster Classic, and that's that we only get to fish one of these a year. They're so fun. I wish we could do more of them. So it's great to be here. Great to catch a good stringer today. I really felt good to kind of, you know, work my way up and you know, just change things up a little bit and actually catch a few. So it feels awesome.
Congratulations. I know you'll be back. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen.
And keep that applause going, because we got another classic, former classic champ coming in. He's from Guntersville, Alabama. Give it up for Chris Lane.
One of the hottest anglers on the planet over the last 5 years. He's a 7-time Bassmaster winner, the 2012 Bassmaster Classic champion. Champ is here. 20 pounds and an ounce. $20 pounds and an ounce to start the day. Got 3 fish to add to that. Every spot you move up pays a little bit more here at the Geico Bassmaster Classic, presented by GoPro. 3 fish here on Championship Sunday. $20 pounds an ounce to start the day. 7 pounds and 4 ounces for Power Pole Pro Chris Lane. 27.5 is going to be his finishing score here at the Geico Bassmaster Classic. Puts him unofficially in 17th place at this point of the weigh-in. Chris, not going to take the title here this year, but as a former Classic champion, I mean, anytime you come to this event, it's ridiculously special. But one of the things I hear people say, you know, I really wanted to get to the Classic. Then they get there and they can't believe how much more that motivates them to get back. When you win one, it's got to be that same motivation to get another.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can just taste it, you know. Never really on the winning pattern, I don't think, you know. Never really saw the 6 and 7 pounders or the 5 pounders, but you know what? It's a fantastic fishery. This place is fixing to light up. Grand Lake of the Cherokees is going to be fantastic with this weather warming, the fish are moving, and it's just going to be awesome, you know. Anybody out there looking for a new boat, I tell you what, go look at the new V20 from Legend, put you an Atlas jack plate with a 250 Pro XS. Of course, you got to get some dual power poles, throw you some Bass Pro Shops rods, Lucky Strike baits, and go have fun and just, you know, take somebody fishing with you and just enjoy your time. But you fans here in Tulsa are fantastic. Grove, Oklahoma was fantastic. To all my family up there, all the Live Well people, all these... You know, all these college shirts that I see, all these college fishing teams and all this high school fishing stuff that's going on across the country, man, it is so important. It's getting so big. And I'm going to tell you what, the anglers are just getting bigger and better and better. And you know what? Stay with it because this sport is fantastic. And if you can take a kid fishing, do that. I mean, look at these with the college and high school. It's just so awesome to see it. And the events, I mean, they're getting full ride scholarships to college now. So, you know what? Stay with it, guys. I know y'all are having a good time and appreciate everybody coming out. Thank all y'all.
All right, we'll bring another angler in now. He's from Lyman, South Carolina. Give it up for Marty Robinson.
Marty Robinson started the day with 19 pounds and 6 ounces. He's got 4 fish here today. Marty the Party Robinson fishing his 3rd Geico Bassmaster Classic. Finished 35th place in our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year points last year. 19 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day. Rolled out in that beautiful Skeeter Yamaha and came back with 4 fish for 9 pounds and an ounce, giving him 28 pounds and 7 ounces. And Marty the Party moves into 16th place currently. $28 pounds, 7 ounces, and Marty finds yourself in 16th place. And anytime you make the cut here at the Bassmaster Classic, you got to be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. Man, this is an awesome crowd. This is a great place, and Tulsa has wore me out this week. I mean, I was gonna dance when I come in, but man, I think I might have threw an ankle or something if I tried to. I mean, y'all have wore me out, but no, I just want to appreciate everybody coming out, and like I said the other day, there's not a better dance floor out there than that Skeeter Yamaha over there, and you guys need to get you one. Skeeter puts some type of synthetic carpet in there so I can do all that, all those crazy moves. It's a extra. You can order that and get it custom. But
so not only will you be allowed to catch fish, but you'll be an incredible dancer.
Yeah, exactly. All you got to do is get you one of those rigs there. And there's one more thing you got to get. You got to get you a Castaway rod. I tell you what, I use a Castaway Invicta rods. If any of you guys go out and buy a Castaway rod and you're not 100% satisfied, I'll come to your house personally and give you dance lessons. How about that?
I got people in the truck telling me that we want to get to our Super 6 here, but they want to see you dance one more time. You guys want to see Marty dance? As you leave the stage, turn the music up and let's hear it for Marty the Party. the Party Robinson. One more time. Keep the noise coming. Marty the Party Robinson. Right now, chat boards around the world lit up.
With thanks to Skeet, I'm sure, because Skeet started it way a long time ago. Next angler in, another Bama boy from Asheville, Alabama. How about it from Matt Herron?
Ten down, 15 more to go, but this is a big, big one. He's a six-time Geico Bassmaster Classic qualifier and was a very popular pick with our pros going into this event. Started the day with 22 pounds even. Rolled out in that Skeeter Yamaha this morning and comes back with 4 fish. Let's get him up that leaderboard. While we get those fish sorted out, Matt, will you dance for me?
No, Marty's kind of a tough act to follow.
22 pounds even to start the day. 4 fish to add to that here today. Those 4 fish, 8 pounds, 15 ounces, giving him 30-15 and moving into 10th place currently. Matt, anytime you can get here to the Geico Bassmaster Classic, you know it's a good thing, but even better making it here to Championship Sunday. Tell me about your week.
You know, I had a tremendous week and really, you know, kind of disappointed, but, you know, to win the Bassmaster Classic takes a lot of good fortune as well as a lot of hard work. And this week in particular, the conditions have changed so much since we started practicing on Friday. And it's just a constant evolution, and the guy that always wins this thing is the guy that figures it out. And it seems it's almost like a curse if you get on them, you have a really good practice, because it's inevitable by the time we get going, it's going to be different.
It definitely changed a lot here this week, but we look forward to seeing you all year long in the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Yeah, you know, I'll be running those Skeeter Yamaha all over the country doing what I love to do. And, you know, if you Grand Lake was really good to me this week during practice with the San Antonio M Series jig and a little homemade balsa crankbait. And we'll go spend the rest of the year doing the same thing as always. It's always about getting back to this day, and I'll be back next year.
All right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks in Palatka, Florida.
Hey, our next top 25 pro coming to us from Lakeland, Florida. Y'all give it up for Mr. Bobby Lane.
Today is Bobby Lane's birthday. Let's give him a little love. Bobby Lane's surprise birthday party, and 20,000 of his favorite fishing freaks showed up. $20 pounds, 14 ounces, and we're looking for a big birthday bass. Did it come today?
Well, the birthday present was a limit.
A good day today. Looking for 1912 to take the lead. He's got 5 fish, all alive. $20 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that. Here in his 9th Geico Bassmaster Classic for the former Toyota Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Took that win just a few years ago on Kentucky Lake. Shh. Relax. 17 pounds and an ounce. Everybody on the count of 3. Happy birthday, Bobby. 1, 2, 3. I know when the new Classic dates were announced and you figured out what day Championship Sunday was, coming off your second place finish last year, you thought maybe this is the one. Unfortunately, not going to work out, but 20,000 people showed up for your birthday party here today. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. You know, I've had a great birthday. I really did. Just text messages coming in. It feels like the whole world told me happy birthday today. It was, and what a great way to end. You know, I hadn't had a limit all week, and today I just went out there and went fishing, and I ended up with a good stringer.
An incredible stringer. We're looking forward to spending the Elite Series with you all season long. I'm sure you're looking forward to the first event, knowing it's in Florida.
Yeah, you know, I'm ready to get back to Florida. I truly love Grand Lake, though. You know, today it wasn't real hard. It was just fish windy banks with a humdinger spinnerbait, and I was throwing a Yo-Zuri mid-crank out on the transition points. I got the best rod and reels, Abu Garcia, and I never lost a fish. I'm using new Trocar hooks this year, and I didn't lose a fish all week. So a lot of things are going my way. I turned 32 today, so I'm excited about that. Up, 42. I'm only 10 years off.
Let's hear it for Bobby Lane, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Happy birthday. Next angler coming in from Huntington, Texas. Give it up for Keith Combs.
%78 of the time, he is in the money here at the Bass events. We start to rename him Money Combs if he keeps that up. 24-4 to start today. 16-9, a brand new leader. Your Geico Daily leader in Keith Combs with 40 pounds and 13 ounces. $40 pounds, 13 ounces, leading the Classic. Nothing wrong with that. Those words never get old, I'm sure.
No, let's just cut it off right now. I love the way that sounds, but you know, it was a wonderful day out there. We got the conditions that really suited the way I've been fishing. Nothing too special about the pattern I fished this week, just fishing the way that I really enjoy to fish. I love to pick up a crankbait, and that's what I've relied on for every one of my fish in practice, in the tournament. Like I said, I kept it simple. I threw a little Strike King 1.5. That's my favorite shallow water bait. My crank and setup, power tackle rod, Shimano Chronarch. That is an awesome reel. 15-pound Seaguar line, and just covered water. Today it was a little bit sporty out there. We had some big water, and I know I was looking at the gallery online. I mean, we caught some pretty good air out there a few times. So. Really appreciate being in that new, it's a big Ranger for me this year. I'm running the Z21 or the C21, and I tell you what, it was nice. That old Yamaha pushed us around. We just running and gunning, hitting lots of spots, but overall it was a really good day. I'm proud of it.
I want to congratulate you on another great finish at the Classic, and I know you're looking forward to the Elite Series starting in just 2 weeks.
Absolutely. You know, we anticipated it all year, and we got a great lineup this year. A lot of lakes that we've been to, and a few that are going to be unknown. So it's going to be a great season. I got some new sponsors this year online on board. One is on my truck. You see Tackle Addict. I mentioned that you got some Tackle Addict fans, but what that is, that's a new online store. They're really catering to especially this region, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas. They got all the baits and stuff you're going to need. But you really, this is my chance to say how much I appreciate it to everybody that's been there for me over the years. BioBore, KV Power, BLV, Loving Toyota, all you guys. I can't do it without you, and I'm looking forward to another great season.
We're looking forward to spending it with you.
Let's bring our next angler in. He is from Salem, Virginia. How about it for John Cruz?
A former Elite Series champion, fishing his 10th Geico Bassmaster Classic. The cruise missile, John Cruz, started the day with 23 pounds and 12 ounces. Looking to have a big day here on Championship Sunday. 23 pounds and 12 ounces here at your 10th Classic. How crazy is that when you think about it? You know, 10 of these, and I'm sure it never gets old.
No, it doesn't. I mean, just look at this crowd. What a tremendous fishery, tremendous fishing base right here.
4 fish for 8 pounds and an ounce, giving you 31 pounds, 13 ounces. And John Cruz moves into 11th place currently. Part-time camera guy. John Cruz making a documentary with this GoPro session. So I want you guys to make some noise for him for his little video. You can check it out on Facebook. John, another trip to the Classic. Tell me about your week.
Definitely. You know, I talked about figuring out a little bit of a deal, a little pattern last weekend, and it stayed true all the way through today. But throughout the last 3 days in the tournament, I had to use different baits each day to get them to bite. The first day they were just biting real funny, only caught 3. Yesterday I switched up to Spro Fat John, and they, you know, that was the deal. I mean, 16 pounds. I went out there the first half of the day and threw that a lot, and caught a couple of short fish. So I switched up, put a Missile Baits Baby Destroyer on. It's a bait we came out with last year, a little small creature bait. And I think it was like the third flip I caught one of those keepers. So I stuck with that all day, and I'll tell you one quick fish story. You know, it's always about the one that got away, right? So I flip over a cable that was a couple inches out of the water to get to a little stick-up looking deal on a rocky point. And so I was like, man, that looks good. I just got to throw that cable. Well, I worked it through that little stick-up and got it just about to where I was getting ready to reel it over that cable. Boom, one hit it. So I set the hook, and I was expecting to be one of those keepers, and the fish just came straight up to the surface, and it was between 5 and 6 pounds. Huge, huge fish. So I thought, I can do this. You know, I've done this before. I was like, all right, go on back down, fish, and I'll just get on over there. Well, the fish went right up to the cable and just started flopping around. I held it as long as I could. I was getting that new X5 over there as quick as possible, and it just came off before I could get him over the cable. But you know, those things happen. That was the only big bite I had all day, so I guess my pattern wasn't that strong. It was just strong enough to get here to the third day, and just a great tournament.
One more time, let's hear it for John Cruz, ladies and gentlemen.
Way to go, John. All right, our next guy coming in, a familiar face from Donalds, South Carolina. Here comes Casey Ashley.
Your reigning and defending Geico Bassmaster Classic champion, a 4-time Bassmaster winner, fishing his 7th Classic here this week, and defending his title, has had an incredible reign this year and done the sport proud. Stop after stop on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Casey will officially end his reign unless he can do something here and hand off that trophy to our champion. Needs 14 pounds and 7 ounces to take the lead. That's all. had 26 pounds, 7 ounces when he rolled away from the dock this morning in the CoStar wrapped Triton Mercury. 6 pounds, 13 ounces. Casey, you've done an incredible job representing the sport this year, and to honor you right now, we would like to light up your classic flag. Let's hear it for your 2015 Geico Bassmaster Classic champion, Casey Ashley. Casey, all of us in the fishing industry, all of us that just love to fish, we know how important the job of the Bassmaster Classic champion is. It's outside of just winning a tournament, you're an ambassador for our sport, and you did a tremendous job this year. So on behalf of Bass and everybody in the fishing world, I want to thank you and congratulate you for that. It's been a lot of fun, and I know you want to get back there again.
It was, it's something that you can't, you'll never really know what it's like until you do it. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to fish for a living. Every fisherman's dream is to fish the Classic, not only to win the Classic, but you have no idea what it's like. It's a life-changing experience. It's everything that you ever dreamed and more. I was just happy I could carry the trophy and do as well as I've done. And I tell you, I thank Bass, and man, I think Tulsa, Oklahoma, this is a great crowd. It's been a great crowd every day. I got to thank my friends and family. They're all here to travel a long way, some of them are even close here. But appreciate everybody coming out, all the fans, and all my sponsors. Most of my sponsors have been with me since I started. I'm not going to name them all. They know who they are. I appreciate it. I wouldn't be here without them, and we wouldn't be here without y'all. So give yourselves a round of applause, fans. Going into this tournament, I didn't really expect much. I had a bad practice, and then I got out there the first day, and I caught 15 pounds. So I'm like, hey, this game's not over yet. We may still have a chance, but it kind of fell apart through the week, and there's going to be another Classic champion crown here today. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting.
It's definitely going to be exciting. One more time. Thank you, Casey Ashley. Let's hear it for him.
Another great pro ready to roll in here. He's from Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Give it up, everybody, for Dean Rojas.
Team Skeeter Team Yamaha Pro is weighing the 5 biggest fish in Bassmaster history, 45 pounds and 2 ounces. Likes to call them the ladies. He is a 4-time Bassmaster winner, fishing his 14th Bassmaster Classic. Started the day with 24 pounds and 5 ounces. Uh-oh, digging deep in that live well. Bag full of Tulsa road possums right there. Five fish here today for Dean Rojas, looking for 16 pounds and 9 ounces to take the lead. It looks like it's going to be close. Dean Rojas has a streak going where he gets better and better day after day. And this looks like it may be the best day of the week for Dean Rojas at 24 pounds and 5 ounces. Needs 16.9 to take the lead. 18 pounds, 6 ounces. Rojas rocks him on Championship Sunday. Your Geico daily leader, Dean Rojas. 42 pounds, 11 ounces. And Dean Rojas moves into the driver's seat with just a few anglers left to go. 9 anglers left in our weigh-in, and Dean, gotta feel great. Let's see if you can take over GoPro Big Bass. Biggest of the day is 5-1. Biggest of the tournament is 7 even. Looking for GoPro Big Bass. £4 pounds and 9 ounces. Unfortunately, not going to take that over, but hey, on a last day like this, that's got to give you incredible momentum going into the Elite Series on a body of water that you've done very well on.
Oh yeah, you know, it's all about momentum in this game. It's man, finally they bit today. Had a great day today. That wind was howling out there today, but Skeeter Yamaha ran great all day today. Fished comfortably in the wind. Gosh, finally I caught some big ones today. You know, I wish I was trying to do that all week. You know, yesterday I had a little hiccup and everything, but man, it was just exciting. You know, a lot of momentum going to the Elite Series and so forth. But, you know, I want to thank some sponsors, Gander Mountain, Skeeter Yamaha. You know, they're great backers of mine, and Duckett Fishing, Sunline, and Gamakatsu, and Spro. Sprobil's my frog, and so forth. And just so happy and so fortunate to have good companies and to support me with doing this. And, of course, we couldn't do it with you guys, fans. You know, I talked about it yesterday. That you know, that hospitality here in Tulsa is probably the mark to beat right now. You guys have really opened us with open arms. You know, me being from Arizona and being a long ways from home, I felt right at home here on Grand Lake here in Tulsa. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. You know, folks, it's an unbelievable feeling sitting here, just watching and seeing all these people here. You know, it's just it's a credit to Bass and having the Bassmasters Classic and everything, the great things that come with that. And I want to say a special thanks to my wife and my sons, Cameron and Austin. Thank you for the support and everybody for coming on out. I'm leading the Bassmasters Classic right now. Not for long, but for a little while. So I want to thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, another former Classic champ in the top 25. He's from Guntersville, Alabama. Give it up for Randy Howell.
The 2014 Geico Bassmaster Classic champion, a 4-time Bassmaster winner. Howell heads all around this place. Came from 11th place on Championship Sunday in 2014 to get it done. Started the day in 8th place, and oh boy, Randy Howell may rocket up that leaderboard again here on Championship Sunday. Started in 8th place today with 29 pounds and 3 ounces, rolled out in the Livingston Lure, King's Home, wrapped Mercury Triton, and came back with a 5-fish limit, and a good one.
Love you.
5 fish here today, looking for 13 pounds and 9 ounces, 16-7. And once again, Randy Howell leads the Geico Bassmaster Classic. Everybody howl for Randy Howell. Championship Sunday and the Geico Bassmaster Classic go together with you. Very, very good. Let's see if you take over GoPro Big Bass. Not going to do that, but you are leading this whole deal with a handful of anglers left to go.
Man, it is so cool just to have the opportunity to fish in the Bassmaster Classic on the Championship Sunday is a dream come true. And like going out this morning, I was in 8th place, and you would have thought I was leading because I really had the belief and the faith that I could win. That's the cool thing about it. When you know you're in contention the last day, you know anything can happen. Just one special day, one perfect magic day that somebody has every time. And today it wasn't me, but today it was another person that deserves it very much, and it's going to be a cool ending, so nobody leave because it's going to be a great weigh-in. But it was an awesome day. I run that Triton Mercury hard all week. I got to thank all my sponsors, King's Home and Livingston, Iowa, my new Lowrance 3D mapping this week, the Insight Genesis mapping. That stuff
helped me find a lot of shallow water real quick without having to idle a lot. And just having good people supporting us all year with the King's Home Boat giveaway. I want to just mention everything today because so many people do so much for us to give us the opportunity to make a living and represent the sport and the fan base and man, Facebook and just what everybody does. How many Facebook fans we got out there? We got a lot. Randy Howell fishing. Yeah, look at that picture right there. Yeah, so we'll just be thankful for this week and look forward to starting the season out with some momentum and work on that Angler of the Year this year and hopefully get back to the Classic for next year and get in contention again. That's what it's all about. And one day, I'm going to win it again. I can't wait.
We are looking forward to seeing you all year long.
All right, let's bring our next guy in. He hails from the big town of Nixa, Missouri. How about it, everybody, for James Watson?
James Watson, a former Army drill sergeant, went to work here today. He's got some work to do, he says. I can't. Okay, I got to. James Watson is from James Watson Worldwide. He does things different. I'm going to take his fish, and he going to make it rain, baby. Making Bassmaster Classic history, the first ever pro to make it rain in our splash well. I just saw a 12-year-old get trampled for $1. £7 7 ounces, 35 pounds 8 ounces. Let me hear it for James Watson, his first ever Geico Bassmaster Classic. The Rainmaker, the Heartbreaker. There is only one James Watson, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure glad to call him a friend.
Look at my group, look at them. Crazy. They've been drinking all day.
James, you first Geico Bassmaster Classic. I know you want to get back here, but after this performance, our Splashwell wants you to get back here every single year.
Hey, you can't make them friends, you just buy them.
Tell me about your week.
Man, I had a great week. I have a tremendous support group, especially my office and my family. My realty executive's office back home, taking care and selling houses so I can afford to go bass fishing. Great sponsors like Bass Pro Shops, Lucky Strike USA, Lowrance, Ranger, the Lowrance group right there, Ranger Boats, Mercury Motors, Maximum Fishing Line, Power Pole, TH Marine, Sims, Waft Rods, and Everett Chevrolet. And guess what? I got room for more. How about you, Dave Mercer? I got room. I got right here a big picture of Dave Mercer.
I'm all in. What does it cost?
Don't worry about that.
Well, you'll cover it?
No, you got it.
Okay, you got it. I can't wait.
Man, I'm so glad to be here. This is a great crowd. Look at everybody. They're packed plumb up there. Can't even see that high.
Just to let you know how full this place. Everybody in here, be quiet. Shh. Just the top deck. Let me hear you. 1, 2, 3. Former Army drill sergeant, and it's great to have you here at the Classic.
You know what? I can bass fish every day of my life, but nothing compares to one day of serving your country. I want all the veterans to stand up right now. Veterans, stand up, be proud. It's a great day to be an American.
Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. James Watson, a champion both on and off the water.
Outstanding. All right, next angler ready to roll in here from Sevierville, Tennessee. I'll give it up for David Walker.
Fishing his 11th Geico Bassmaster Classic. He is sponsored by Geico and came out of the dock this morning with 29 pounds and 6 ounces. Currently sitting in 22nd place. Has been so close to winning this event in the past. 2 top 3s in the Bassmaster Classic back to back. 29 pounds and 6 ounces. Wow. 2 fish to add to that here today. Those 2 fish just have to be 16 pounds and 5 ounces.
Well, yeah, that's it. Huh? Give me 2 more days.
2 fish here. 3 pounds and 10 ounces, giving them 33 pounds even. 11th Classic, that's a pretty exclusive club. Once you get around 10, there's very few people that have made that many Classics.
I know, and it never gets old. I can tell you that right now. Look at all these fans in here. This is what gets you up and makes you go out there and try to compete and get into Bassmasters Classic right here, is to come to an event like this. Tulsa's been awesome. I was here and I fished 2013 when Pace won it, and I told myself, man, I want to get back to that lake again and give it another try. Just didn't get it done today, but, you know, that's part of it. I've seen some big names out there that didn't do that well in this tournament, and, you know, that's just part of being a bass fisherman. You better be able to handle the bad days, because there's more bad ones than there are good ones out there. But, you know, I just want to thank all the sponsors, especially Geico, for being a title sponsor of an event like this. I mean, this is a special tournament right here. There's not any other tournaments out there that have this type of a magnitude to them or this type of focus on them, and you know, it's something that, like I said, it's my favorite tournament, always has been. Cabela's, they've been great to me. Ranger, Evinrude, Live Target, Rains, all you guys out there support me. The products, you guys see them, you guys use them. This is what gets me onto this stage, using the choices I make with these products like this. Lowrance has got a new 3D structure scan, and I'm looking forward to using that. Sounds like we got some, this is our hometown right here. We got some Lowrance people there, but I'm looking forward to getting back to the 2017 Classic, and I can't thank you guys enough, and you're going to see some really good fish coming in out here. I'm telling you what, this lake finally showed itself today, and you guys are going to get to see, experience all those big fish.
Well, we want to congratulate you on making it back here. We look forward to seeing you on the Elite Series. 19 down, 6 to go. Our Super 6. Who wants to meet our Super 6? Come on, they are back there. They can hear you. Make some noise. Who wants to meet our Super 6? Are you ready to meet our Super 6? They'll be out right after this.